has a cup of tea backstage, and he'll be back in 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I get to do whatever I'd like to do for 5 minutes. Actually, tonight's going to be a little bit longer. However, I do something rather unusual at our show for a rock and roll band. I recite a very short little poem for you. And I've done it for a long time. Not this poem. The poem always changes. And it's from my second book. And the reason for it is twofold. The first reason is I have loved poetry since I was 10 years old, when I was just 6 feet. And the second reason is I can do whatever I like as long as Russell says it's okay. So this poem is very short. It's called Softly, and I hope you enjoy it. You like it already. I softly speak your name, as though you're here with me. So funny how a single word can change the way we feel. One moment we're drifting inside eternity, the next looking at heaven from the center of the wheel, where calm besieges rage and light now shines within, wrapped in the gift of summer while winter chills elsewhere. The petals of sensation sigh as love unbound they bring. Sail on, my lost December, for we belong to spring. We're going to start recording in the new year, new songs and new tracks. And I thought you might like to hear one of them tonight. And this is how the song sounds before Russell sings it. When it's just me and a voice, me and a guitar. But when Russell puts his voice on it, then the song comes alive. But tonight you're going to hear it in its very raw form. It's a brand new song. And how it came about, there's always a story to a song. I met a gentleman when we were flying somewhere. And I don't usually talk to people on airplanes because I'm listening to music or I'm reading a book. But I had a lovely conversation with this gentleman, and he began to tell me that when he was born, his father died at the same moment, so he never got to know his father. And I thought that was very tragic. And as he was telling me this, I knew I was going to write a song about it. And I'm going to play it for you tonight. But it's not only about this gentleman's father. I think it's about everyone's father and mother. And if you're lucky enough to have your parents still alive, and I don't, you're a very lucky person. And after this show, you should call them up and tell them that you love them very dearly, because one day you won't be able to do that, and that will be a sad day. But tonight, this song is called Son of the Father. And at the end of the song, I'm going to ask you to sing with me the 4 words. And I don't know if you're used to singing, but tonight you should begin. So when I say sing with me, I'd really like you to sing with me. Can you do that? Yes. Good. This is called Son of the Father.
Born into a deserted land, trying to know to become a man, blowing up to a passing cloud. I hope he thinks that I make him proud. I'm not trying to fill those shoes, I'm not searching for a distant muse, trying to live one day at a time. trying to find this life of mine. I'm the son of the Father, and there is no doubt that He is a part of me. I'm the son of the Father, and there's no one else on earth I'd rather be. No one like me. We never met, but we look the same. I got his guitar, I got his name. Young and handsome as he could be, he couldn't run from his destiny. Now I'm happy to carry on, finish up what was left undone. Pray for those on the sacrifice, call on those that paid the price. I'm the son of the Father, and there is no doubt that He's a part of me. I'm the son of the Father, and there's no one else on earth I'd rather be. No one like me. I still got his clothes and some photographs. I'm so glad for those, 'cause it's all I have. And I hope he knows that I've got this love inside me. It's there to guide me. I'm the son of the Father, and there's no doubt that He's a part of me. I'm the son of the Father, and there's no one else on earth I'd rather be. No one like me. Here we go, we're gonna sing. I'm the son of the Father, 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 and there's no one else on earth I'd rather be. No one like me. No one like me. No one like me. No one like me.